Hey everybody, my name is Volodymyr Plakhotny and you are watching July 15th issue of IT Newsweek on Brain TV. Tune in for the selection of the most interesting news on the global and Ukrainian IT scene according to Brain TV editorial. We also want to thank our partner Hub 4.0 co-working space for supporting us in filming this issue. These are the top stories of the week. Odessa hosted Buildstuff, Eastern Europe's biggest software development conference. The global infrastructure of cloud system is growing at an impressive speed, and what is currently happening on Ukrainian cloud market. The first Lean Poker Open Hackathon organized by Batson and Cyclone was held in Kyiv. The Finnish-Ukrainian startup Promo Republic has received an investment of €500,000 and started operating in the United States. Video service MegaGo is going to launch live sports and cultural events. IT specialists from the Ukrainian city of Ivano-Frankivsk have developed an app for easy viewing and sharing of before and after photos. And finally, the virtual reality game Bakuman Go is conquering the world. The Ukrainian city of Odessa hosted Buildstuff, Eastern Europe's biggest software development conference. The event was full of professional lectures, technical sessions, and fun social activities. Watch Brain TV's exclusive report from event to learn about the latest trends in software development. Since launching first in Lithuania 4 years ago, Buildstuff has quickly become Eastern Europe's biggest software development conference, bringing a lot of international guest speakers to share their knowledge and insight. This year, for the first time in history, it was held in Odessa.
Основна мета, яку ми собі поставили, це розповісти про українське IT, про українську технічну експертизу Європі та навіть Штатам, тому що спікери в нас десь біля 8 країн. Зараз ми зібрали в Одесі опініон лідерів технічних ком'юніті, лідерів юзер-груп, розробників різних рівнів. Тобто всі вони зараз слухають доклади від відомих в Європі доповідачів, від практиків, які, до речі, не тільки можуть кодувати, вони можуть навіть перевіряти, кодувати ваш ДНК, вони можуть грати на гітарі, вони можуть програмувати гітари. Тобто у нас тут така дуже легка атмосфера і при цьому робоча атмосфера.
Organizers say they've always been oriented at developers and have been covering only technical content.
Most of the conferences that you go to out there, they really have a lot of managerial content and developer content mixed together. And we just really want to focus only on the developer content and, well, actually building stuff. Tomorrow morning, there's actually Michael Feathers who's going to be doing a keynote on how to delete code, which I think will be very, very interesting for people. There's also an all-day workshop tomorrow about Java 8, which is a new version of Java that's come out, and how to leverage a lot of the features inside of it, which I think is valuable for a lot of developers. The last one I would have to pick would be the closing keynote tomorrow, which would be Russ Miles talking about microservices and how to actually not make mistakes when you're doing it.
Buildstuff gathered world-class speakers who were talking about the latest trends and innovations in software development. One of the trends is DevOps.
That does show a real difference in how fast we're able to get an application out to our users. It used to be that we'd release yearly, then it was, maybe we'd release monthly. Now a lot of companies really release hundreds of times a day, and that is great for the industry. It's great for the developers because it's less work, and it's great for users.
Software developers think that now is the best time for DevOps.
В данный момент, пожалуй, наиболее подходящее время для DevOps, потому что и технологии, и бизнес требуют намного, то есть и бизнес требует намного большего от разработчика и намного большей скорости, намного большей производительности, намного более лучшего качества. И это все невозможно достигнуть без внедрения DevOps практик. Кроме того, сами инструменты уже позволяют разворачивать DevOps процесс и использовать различные DevOps практики внутри компании намного проще, чем это было 5-7 лет назад, просто из-за того, что сами технологии изменились.
Another trend in software development is so-called decomposition.
And I see that changing a lot. There's some very interesting stuff, I think, happening with .NET Core running on Linux and Mac OS, latest version of that. We did a workshop today with ASP.NET, and one of the people in the workshop was running Xamarin on a Mac and doing the same workshop as the rest of us. Which is remarkable. 10 years ago, if you told someone you were running ASP.NET on a Mac, they'd think you were joking, And so, I love this kind of decomposition that's going on, where you can choose the tools that fit the right job. You can run it on servers that are easy to manage. You don't have to use the same environment to do your development that you use to host your production systems.
Organizers say the next time Buildstuff will be held in Kyiv, but one thing won't change: the quality of the conference. Ukrainian cloud market leader Denovo gathered IT professionals, top managers and representatives of government authorities at the annual technological workshop Clouds Without a Million Words. What are the latest cloud trends in the world? And what is currently happening on Ukrainian cloud market? Watch Brain TV's report to learn the answers. It is often said that the cloud technologies mean the future, but this judgment is too pessimistic. Cloud services are being widely used now. According to Gartner analysts, the global infrastructure of cloud system is growing at an impressive speed. In 2015 it grew by 31%, and in 2016 it is expected to grow by 40%. The cloud market in Ukraine is also developing rapidly, said Maxim Ageev, CEO of Denovo, a Ukrainian cloud market leader.
По итогам прошлого года это был единственный рыночный сегмент IT-рынка, который показал позитивную динамику роста в долларовом эквиваленте. С одной стороны, это радует. С другой стороны, я не могу не отметить, что по уровню проникновения облачных сервисов Украина отстает от ведущих стран мира, и нам есть над чем работать. Во всяком случае, применение облака во многих сегментах нашего рынка еще не произошло.
However, the process of transition to cloud services is irreversible, says Hennady Karpov, Chief Technology Officer at Denovo. According to him, over the last year, a number of organizations that transfer their main productive system to cloud has dramatically increased. Half of the Ukrainian enterprises are already using cloud services, and another 20% are planning to start using them, according to IDC research. In addition to that, Ukrainian authorities began to use cloud services last year for the first time in history.
Это и госпредприятия, и органы центральной власти, и органы муниципальной власти. Пока это скорее больше похоже на волонтерские проекты. То есть мы инвестируем в развитие государственных сервисов и надеемся, что когда-то это перейдет в какую-то коммерческую эксплуатацию. Тем не менее, даже если это не произойдет или это будет не наше облако, мы не считаем, что наши усилия пропадают зря, потому что развитие госсервисов, IT-сервисов в государстве является на данный момент, наверное, чрезвычайно важной задачей.
There are a few big players on the Ukrainian market of cloud services. Besides Denovo, there is a pay TV and internet provider Volia, as well as a data center Parkovik. At the same time, experts know the growing influence of foreign cloud services, but Ukrainian companies have an advantage over them, says Maxim Ageev, CEO of Denovo.
К достоинствам нашим мы, конечно, относим близость к потребителю. Конечно, мы говорим на языке наших потребителей, мы живем в законодательном поле с нашими потребителями в одном и том же. И это все очень важно для организации эффективной работы облачного сервиса.
According to IDC research, the development of cloud services in Ukraine is driven by increasing cloud awareness. In 2016, customer awareness reached 100%, with any respondent unaware of cloud computing. So if you aren't using cloud service yet, you can choose any provider that suits you most, be it Ukrainian or foreign. There are plenty of them out there. If you can code and like poker, you may have heard about Lean Poker. It's a coding competitive workshop that is designed to teach people how to practice continuous deployment and lean startup methodologies. Betson and Cyclum brought Lean Poker Open Hackathon to Kyiv. Watch Brain TV's exclusive report to learn more about this event. Playing poker is not just about having fun. If you're a programmer, it can help you to improve your skills, says Hungarian software developer Rafael Ardog. In 2013, he put poker and code together and invented Lean Poker. Participants of this tournament can practice concepts related to lean startups and continuous deployment. It gives each of them a possibility to improve the delivery and become a stronger partner for a customer. This is one of the reasons why such company as Betson came up with an idea to organize Lean Poker Open Hackathon.
Изначально идея пришла нашим ребятам, поскольку мы внутри нашего проекта очень часто проводим похожие мероприятия, именно хакатоны. Вот в этот раз мы решили, что пришло время сделать это событие немножко масштабнее, чем мы привыкли. И мы обратились к нашим ребятам, они сказали, есть отличный ивент, называется Lean Poker. Вот он как раз объединяет и хакатон, и покер. Наша компания Cyclum всегда очень рада поддержать развитие комьюнити, технических комьюнити с Киева и Украины. Вот, и мы всегда рады интересным форматам. Вот, когда команда Бетсон пришла к нам с идеей организовать Lean Poker Hackathon, мы с удовольствием ее поддержали, потому что это первое мероприятие такого рода в Киеве. В конце концов, у нас получилось 7 команд, вот, достаточно много для такого мероприятия. Вот, но мы очень надеемся, что ребята сегодня справятся со своим заданием, вот, что время пройдет интересно, результативно, в общем, что у них все получится.
As far as Lean Poker is a competition, there are several poker teams. A poker team is a small group of developers whose aim is to incrementally build an algorithm within a one-day time frame that is just smart enough to beat the other robots. Professional poker robots are developed for years, so the purpose is definitely not to come up with something really smart, but to be the smartest among the current competitors.
Most of the time a team loses really badly, it's because they didn't pay attention to their competition. And I think that's a really important message. A lot of companies make the mistake of trying to build the perfect product. You will never have a perfect product. You will never finish developing a product. But you can always be just a little better. You can always pay attention to your competition. And basically that's the message I want to get through with Lean Poker. And usually that does happen at these events.
Мы с командой увидели, что этот ивент служит для улучшения навыков continuous integration, continuous deployment, что в принципе важно для командной работы. Собственно, мы хотели прокачать какие-то командные навыки. И кроме того, это просто весело поиграть в покер и посмотреть, как мы в турнире сможем себя показать.
Пока изучили правила, то есть полный, и пытались понять, как работает вся эта система, что нам приходит на сервер. Дальше мы пытаемся, вот уже одна команда Kraken вырвалась вперед, и мы пытаемся построиться под их игру, хотя бы чтобы что-то у нас получалось. То есть пока что все настраиваются, но некоторые хитрецы уже придумали себе минимальную стратегию.
Eventually, after 8 hours of tournament, the winners were announced.
Моя команда называлась Raccoon. Она состояла из разработчиков Томаса Кука, проект в компании Cyclum. Мы сделали лучшего покерного бота. Наверное, это благодаря тому, что у нас была наилучшая математическая подготовка. Это был отличный опыт, потому что были некоторые технические сложности, как у нас. Вначале мы занимали вообще самое последнее место. Были технические сложности у Рафаэля, организатора, но вот именно это, умение быстро их преодолевать, сразу же понимать, какую бизнес-вэлью ты дал и отслеживать обратную связь от, собственно говоря, процесса, было очень круто.
The first Lean Poker Open Hackathon in Ukraine was held in Lviv. Event at Cyclum office was the first Lean Poker Open Hackathon held in Kyiv, but based upon the quantity of applications received by organizers, it's possible to say there will be much more such events soon. The Finnish-Ukrainian startup Promo Republic has received an investment of €500,000 and started operating in the United States. Team of this startup is working on a service that helps small, medium-sized enterprises and marketing experts to create content for social networks. And €500,000 investment is not the limit. If Promo Republic reaches a certain profit level and wins over its customers, investors will give this startup even more money. Here is the video with more details for you. The startup management received financial injections in 2 stages. The first one took place in late 2015, during which the company was able to attract €100,000. These funds were spent on preparations for the launch of the startup on the US market, a checking of distribution channels, market research, and a journey to America to communicate with local entrepreneurs, customers, and partners. For the US market, the startup will focus on the development of its core services, the technology creating content for social networks based on events, historical facts, local events and current trends. The startup has only recently landed on the US market, but has already managed to attract more than 100 paying customers, said in an interview with Ain.ua co-founder of the startup. Another €400,000 investment from Republic received in early July. Under the agreement, if the company reaches the projected profit and customer support quality levels before the end of the year, investors will make an additional investment of €1,250,000. Video service MegaGo is going to launch live sports and cultural events. Among them, there will be music festivals and sports and e-sports events. The first headliner of the new project is going to be That Games 2016, Eastern Europe's largest music and sports festival. Watch the following video to learn more about this MegaGo's initiative. Live sports and cultural events is a new venture of the video service MegaGo. According to the company management, That Games is the main youth event of the year in the post-Soviet space. This is why it was decided to start a series of live broadcasts with this very event, reports iGate. The idea is that MegaGo's live broadcasts would run non-stop every day throughout the entire event, from 7 AM until the last DJ set wraps up. From early August, all devices of the video platform would be equipped with a section called MegaGo Live, on which a professional online broadcast of That Games will be exclusively presented. All of the music headliner performances, major sport competitions and the finals of the most significant events, as well as shows, will be filmed using professional equipment and with the help of a professional team. All video streams, both professional and those shot by streamers, will be reduced to a single high-quality image by professional directors in real time. This approach will provide any online event with unprecedented dynamics, interactivity and uniqueness. If you are a fan of before and after photos, you can now easily make as many collages as you wish using an app called Stack. It was developed by IT specialists from the Ukrainian city of Ivano-Frankivsk. How does it work? Watch the following video to get the answer. It's getting easier to make before and after photos thanks to a new app called Stack, which was developed by Ukrainians. Stack is very simple to handle. You first download it to your mobile phone, either Android or iOS. Then you choose a subject, take a photo and wait for some changes, such as shape, color, state or emotion. The phone saves the position where you've taken the original photo, and while taking the second picture you can see a semi-transparent image of the first one. This way you can align both images quite accurately to achieve a perfect stack. This app enables you to view before and after photos. The project has two sides, said Pavlo Chernovolenko, one of the Stack developers, in an interview he gave to the Rai channel. First, Stack has a fun side to it. It's like posting photos in Instagram, but there is also a professional side to it. According to Chernovolenko, Stack is a kind of app that can be used by designers. They could show a client a picture of their house before and after its potential redesign, while the client can assess their work and decide whether he or she wants to hire as a designer or not. This app hasn't been made available to the public yet, but the developers promise that Stack can be downloaded from App Store at the end of summer. Now it's time for the news on the global IT scene. It's been only a week since the virtual reality game Bakuman Go landed on Android and iOS, and it's already a worldwide phenomenon, despite the fact that it's available only in the United States, Australia and New Zealand. Bakuman Go is an augmented reality game. What does it mean? Basically, you take your phone, walk all over your neighborhood and collect Pokemon in augmented reality. Watch the following video to understand how Bakuman Go is dominating smartphone users around the globe. Bakuman Go, an augmented reality game created by Nintendo in partnership with Niantic, is conquering the world. With the ability to walk outside and catch Pokemon, this game has taken the way people play to a whole new level. People of all ages are posting up at their local parks to find as many Pokemon as possible, and maybe even bumping into a few trees along the way. Mobile and web insights company SimilarWeb recently published a few fascinating statistics about how the world is receiving Bakuman Go. It came out on July 6th, and by July 7th, it was on more Android phones in the United States than dating app Tinder. As of July 8th, Bakuman Go players on Android were playing an average of 43 minutes and 23 seconds per day, according to SimilarWeb. That's almost the average amount of time people spend on Facebook every day. Bakuman Go hasn't been officially launched in Ukraine yet, but that is a matter of time. Be ready to the similar reaction here. And finally, if you want to power your intelligence, we recommend you to watch our channel Brain TV. But if you want to focus and get some work done, or relax, or drift off to sleep, there is a website for you called Brain FM. It provides brain-stimulating music for all the sorts of human needs. Is this service free of charge? Watch the following video to get the answer. There are many studies that prove that a certain music affects human productivity. Developers Adam Hewitt and Junaid Kalmadi used the results of these studies to create a service that generates music for specific activities like focusing, relaxing, and sleeping. Other services have done similar things before, but Brain FM takes things a step further, replacing musicians with artificial intelligence it calls songbots, which works similarly to an orchestra's conductor, controls smaller notebots that make up the equivalent of instruments. All of the music you'll hear at it are original compositions. How effective the service is for an individual listener likely varies, but it shouldn't take too long to figure out whether or not it works for you. The company says listeners should normally notice results within 10 minutes. Brain FM is a paid service. It's free for 7 listening sessions, so you can try it out and see how you like it. If you do like it, you can get a premium account for $7 per month, $4 per month if you pay for a year up front, or $150 for a lifetime subscription. This is all for today. Once again, we want to thank our partner Hub 4.0 coworking space for supporting us in filming this issue. Keep watching Brain TV to power your intelligence. See you next week.